And we're live. Welcome back to B&H Reptiles Live. And we are with the one and only, the group, Graud Reptiles. We got Geremy Graud and his lovely family. And what's awesome about Geremy is he started about the same time we did. And if I'm not mistaken, he was like one of the very first people that started following us on Instagram.
We started chatting.
Yeah, we started talking from the very beginning, and he's watched our videos, all of the videos, comments on all the videos, and he's probably our #1 supporter out of anybody out there. So thank you for that, and thank you for joining our live.
I'm not used to this backwards camera thing.
Right, I know it is.
It gets hard when you're trying to hold snakes up and you're like, oh,
yep.
It's backwards.
Yeah. So it can be a little confusing, but you'll get the hang of it before the night's over. So tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell us how you guys started and what led you to want to get into ball pythons.
Okay, well, I guess we've been going at it for about a year, and I've always had a passion for snakes ever since Kiara back here. She's been 1-2 years old. I've always had some kind of snake, boa, python, and I accidentally bred some back then, not really knowing what I was doing. I put males and females together, and it's like, oh, that's what happens. So,
oh God.
So I guess about a year ago, we started building up the collection, and the girls came up with Graud Reptiles, the name.
Yeah, I like that.
So
name.
where did that is, and that's y'all's last name, obviously. So, but what led you guys to just ball pythons, or do you guys breed other stuff?
No, we do have other reptiles that we might get into later on, like bearded dragons or some boas. We have a Uromastyx, but we're going to mainly do ball pythons because it might be cliche to say they're kind of a little bit easier to start off with.
Yeah. That's what I've
Oh, I love them.
I just like how docile they are. And, even though they do always call them like a pet rock, I feel like once they get to know you and relax, like a lot of ours that we've had since, for the last year now, like they've changed completely. Their demeanor's changed a little bit. Like they're not so nervous when you pull them out of the tubs or open the tub.
Right.
It's like they're more willing to come out and see you or have you hold them. Now,
and
all of them aren't like that.
And they give this therapeutic. It's like a therapy they give you.
Yeah.
He has that too. He's said that, like with his anxiety and stuff, they really help him, which is crazy. Like you wouldn't think that, but it's awesome that it works that way for some people. Like that's cool.
Yeah. No, if I have a bad day, I can go, and there's only a couple certain ones that really do it though. When I'm having a really bad day, they'll kind of like I'll hold them and like they'll just kind of crawl up my shoulder and just sit like underneath my neck or my chin or something, and they'll just stay there. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I doubt they'll ever be on the is that service animal registry?
Right. Yeah, we can put a little vest on them, say service snake.
That would be so cute.
Don't pet. That would be funny. That would be really funny. So how do you like the snakes? Do you like them?
Me?
Yeah.
Sure. I like them now. I didn't know I liked them. He talked me into getting a snake as a pet. Just one snake. Less than a year later, we have 28.
Hey, yeah.
So.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. So now y'all are up to 28.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's crazy. 28. They've built a whole shed.
I know. That's awesome.
Yeah. I wish we could do that. I mean, we can't right yet, but we will eventually.
Yeah.
How was that process?
How was it?
You're still working in the process.
Yeah, we're still working. It's a slow process, and it can be a little bit stressful, but it's worth it.
Yeah.
It looks like a pretty big room from the pictures you guys showed us, and the layout that you guys will have and the space you'll have. You'll be able to get a lot going in there.
Oh yeah, yeah. We have plenty of room. I think it's a 20 by.
It's a 12 by 20.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, that'll give you
That's
plenty
awesome.
of space.
Mm-hmm.
So, have you guys been able to start breeding yet, or not?
We have.
You have.
We actually have 2 females. We're hoping, well, maybe 3. We don't know about the third. That should be laying any day now. They're all uncomfortable, belly up. And of course, we had that orange dream clutch that we might have lost during the storm. We're not the freeze that Texas had.
Really?
Oh no.
Yeah. Even though we didn't really lose electricity, we had outages every once in a while.
Right.
So the incubator couldn't keep up.
They couldn't keep up with the temperatures.
Right. So, but we're crossing our fingers on that clutch.
Wow. Yeah, I hope that works out. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And like that's something y'all had no control over, like which makes it worse.
Oh yeah, I bet.
It was insane. But the snakes they were all fine.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, once we saw what the temperatures were going to be, we're like, oh, we should probably insulate the shed. So we insulated the shed real quick.
Yeah.
Oh,
that probably saved a lot of it, having that heavy insulation like that.
Oh, it's insane the way the temperatures fluctuated up and just stayed there. Just a little bit of insulation does the wonders.
Right.
Wow.
And like, because your houses, you guys, I mean, we've said it in our last live when we were with Mary, like the houses, you guys' houses are built a little different because they're not built to really keep heat in, because you don't experience a lot of real cold drops like we do up here and on the East Coast, up in Maryland. So I guess that's where the difference is, because you guys want to keep heat out, not heat in.
Right.
Right.
So I guess the insulation's a little different, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so glad it wasn't any worse for y'all though.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people had some issues.
Oh yeah, there's you read some of the Instagram messages from the guys down here, and they've lost thousands of dollars worth of snakes and inventory, and
I couldn't imagine.
That's crazy.
It was rough.
That's awful.
So what are your pairings or the clutches that you guys have coming up? I know you said the Orange Dream, and what was that pairing?
She was paired with a Mystic Potion. Zeus, you want to get Zeus? And
You want me to take that?
Let me see him real quick. He was paired. This is our Mojave male, and he was paired with a regular spider. No, she's a Mojave spider.
Oh wow.
So, yeah. So we should get bells out of her.
Right, with possible spider, blue
right
spiders. Those would be pretty cool. Yeah,
and then our bumblebee, I'd get them out, but they're all uncomfortable and.
Oh yeah.
She was also paired with our Mystic Potion.
Oh, cool! Okay. That'll be really cool. The only reason why I think our female laid early, she laid a week early, and that was because we had a rack, the one big huge rack that we bought that we realized was way too big. We ended up selling it on Saturday, a week ago today. And I was like, the people were kind of like, oh, we need to really come and get it. We need to come and get it. And I'm like, all right, look, if you have to, you can come and get it, So we went ahead and moved her. And then the next day from, I guess just the movement, she ended up laying the next morning.
Yeah.
Yep. Which was.
We were so nervous moving her. Like, we were like, we don't want to mess anything up.
Yeah. Like I was like trying to cradle her as much as I could and hold her belly and like keep her from kind of wiggling and moving and like set her down real fast. I was like, oh, here. Yeah.
Yeah. The other pairing we had was a lesser calico with the calico desert ghost.
Oh wow.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'd get her out, but she's the same way. She's all belly up.
Yeah.
Right. So
but here's that male Mystic. You can see him. Yeah, he's pretty.
Mm-hmm.
He is pretty
Big boy.
big. Yeah, I was about to say he looks big.
Right. Yeah, he does look good.
Mhm.
So which one out of those three are you more excited about the most? Now, I know, we're excited about all of them, but which
I
one
think
you
I'm more.
do the most?
I think about the calicos.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like Calico.
Yeah, Calico's awesome.
Yeah,
Mhm.
We have a Calico fire, and I love him.
yeah, he's
He
pretty.
tried
cool.
to bite my hand off when I unboxed him, but
Yep.
other than that, we're on good terms.
Yeah,
Is that Jafar? Is that his name?
Yeah.
Jafar,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I remember that video. That was hilarious.
you guys know when you have a really good supporter when they know the names of your own snakes.
That's awesome.
But yeah, he's a cool dude. I like him. I'm not
He's
sure
calmed down so much.
Yeah, I'm not sure what direction I'm gonna go with him yet. I really don't know, because he'll be able to breed, of course, before a few of the females we have.
Mhm.
So I'm not really sure what direction I want to go. I don't know.
Orange string.
Well, being a male, you can go. Being a male, you can go many directions. You can get
Yeah.
another fire and get you some super fires.
Right.
Yeah, put some pastel with him.
Mm-hmm. And he's Calico Fire, so like he'll be able to, come up with some stuff, or maybe I can find like a something to do with yellow belly, yellow belly complex, something in there, and make a because what I wanted to make was a grenade, which is a fire and a yellow belly, and it's called a grenade, and it's pretty cool looking. You'll have to Google it, and
Yeah, I'll have to look that
if I
up.
knew how to do that, I could Google it and put it up on the screen
Yeah.
at the same time, but I don't know how to do it. But yeah, so they're pretty cool looking, but I'm not really sure which way I want to go with them.
I mean, Calico, I think that's one that like
It works
you
in a
can
lot of
put
stuff.
to anything and it'll make it look cool.
Yeah.
Evidence of Calico, like.
Mm-hmm. And that's the one thing I like most about breeding the ball pythons is you can have a list of what you're going to get, but you never know what you're actually going to get.
Yeah.
The whole odds game.
Yeah, I forgot who said it. They said pythons are like a box of chocolate.
Right.
You never know what you're going to get.
Right.
That's funny. That is hilarious. Yeah, you don't really know. But that's like the clutch that we have in the incubator now. We have no idea if it's going to be just yellow bellies or just sparks, or if there's something else hidden in there somewhere. Which is cool to see.
Yeah, I'm excited. Like, I'm really I mean, either way, it's going to be cool. But like,
Yeah.
I'm hoping it would be amazing if something like random just happened to be. Because we have no idea what Nira is. Probably normal, but
Oh yeah.
she could have something else.
We just don't
And
know.
like, she might end up.
Surprising us.
Yeah, we might end up with some crazy snake nobody's ever seen before.
Right.
No.
That would be cool.
That would be funny.
Yeah.
What other projects are y'all wanting to get into?
Man, honestly, right now we're just gonna start. We have the few codon stuff that we have, but the main thing that we're really starting to veer down is pied, because Hannah really likes the pied stuff, and so we're gonna go that route. And like I was saying before, we have that desert ghost female that I think I'm gonna go ahead and let go to make some more space, and use that to go into the pied project.
Yeah. We have a new visual pied male that's going to be coming soon.
So
Exciting.
he's an orange dream pied, and I'm going to hopefully eventually pair him to our orange dream female and just make super orange dream.
Right.
Pieds, yeah.
Unless we find a visual female somewhere along the way, and then we can do both. But it's all about money. What you can afford in space.
Right.
That's the problem. Everything.
I tell you what, y'all got a real good deal on those last two y'all got.
Oh, the GHI.
Yeah, the GHI Mojave. I was so mad.
Yeah, we did get lucky. And
who did the dealing?
If it wasn't for her, we probably would have never. And the people were real cool that we worked with. That's why it's like I like going to little, small little shows like that, because people are willing to work with you a little bit more.
Yeah.
So
We're actually going to another show next weekend in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania.
yeah, Pennsylvania. It's
Yeah.
the battlefield at
Okay.
Reptile, so
I saw pictures. It looks huge.
yeah, like huge.
I'm excited.
Can't tell.
Right. Have y'all gone to a lot of shows?
Yeah, we've been to quite a few.
Is that where y'all have gotten most of your stuff from?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We started on Morph Market, and then we started looking at shows, and we can't go to a show without getting a snake or
That's
two.
our problem.
Usually it's at least 2.
Yeah.
Oh wow. You're not
And the problem is if we get a male, we have to get a female. So
Right. and that's what I like about that video, Justin and like Shane and them and everybody's doing now. And then I saw Hardwired Exotics did one where they're like, everybody is so big into buying a female. Yeah, you need them to breed, but you also need to make sure you have males, because you never know if you just have one for a project or for something. You never know if he might not even breed for you. So then what are you going to do? So then you got a $1,000 female or $800 female that's no good, because you don't have a male to back up to go with him.
Mm-hmm.
So plus nothing wrong with options, right?
No, yeah. I mean, you can do all kinds of, I mean, heck, if you wanted to, you could do a Who's Your Daddy clutch if you wanted.
Who's your daddy?
Oh my gosh.
That's what we call the ghetto tub.
Yeah, right?
Oh my
We'll go
gosh.
on to Maury.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Was the yellow belly your daddy, or was the pastel your daddy?
Good Lord.
You're retarded.
Or you are not your father.
Right. Oh my gosh.
Shoo, God, that's child support. Funny.
Stop. You're so. Oh goodness.
What about rats? Are y'all going to breed your own rats?
Man, I have no idea.
Eventually, I'm sure we will.
I have no idea. It's just so much.
It's so smelly.
That too.
Do y'all?
Yeah.
Mhm. Well, we try.
Yeah. Do you do it like in the shed?
The same one you have your snakes in?
Yeah. They're off back in the corner.
Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. That's just not something I'm ready to get into yet. We have 13 right now, snakes.
We'll have 15. 14.
14, yeah. We don't have 14 yet, but we're getting there. So like right now we're spending probably $40 every other week.
Yeah, every other week. $40.
$50.
Right now we're spending.
What'd you say?
What?
Sorry, that was my phone.
I thought somebody said something.
That's okay. No, but so right now we're like, we can afford that. I'm not pressed about it, but like before too much longer, it's going to be too much money spending. Like I'd rather just do it myself.
Right.
So.
I mean, luckily we have a guy up the street that isn't too far away that breeds them. And like, he gives us pretty decent, deals and helps us out with it. And he has no problem. Like, I can call him on a Wednesday if I want and be like, hey man, I need to stop by. Or, hey, Hannah's going to stop by on her way home and pick up a rat. And he's like, all right, cool.
Okay.
But
so
yeah,
it works out.
But eventually it's going to get to a point to where it's just not going to be cost efficient.
Right.
How are y'all doing with it? Aside from the smell.
They produce good, but we still have like our little pods. They're still on little fuzzies.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have some that we don't have enough that'll produce enough to feed.
I got you.
Right.
We still have to go once a week or every other week and drop quite a bit on rats.
Right. Oh, and then because you can't get them to another stable point to where you're holding them back to be other breeders.
Right.
I got
right.
you.
Oh,
so you would literally have to probably go like 2 months without feeding them off.
Pretty much.
Able to have an ample amount of
that sounds like a process.
breeders,
it is.
you could say.
It's good that y'all started though. Like,
Oh yeah.
hopefully,
Yeah, we'll get to
before it'll be where you need.
we'll get to the point where we won't have to buy anymore. We might get another rat rack.
You may get to a point to where you have to start selling them because then you'll have too many or freezing them off.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
But
Good problem to have.
Yeah, it would. I wouldn't mind that problem. I'd rather have too many than not enough.
Right. Yeah.
our problem is like with the house room, we have to rent it. So we can't like build stuff. Like I can't, like I got the perfect garage. Like I could build it into a snake room.
It would
and
be amazing.
a rat room. It's huge garage. It's like 35 by 15.
It can fit. It's a 2-car garage, but like if you really tried, you could probably fit 3 cars in it.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But
Yeah.
like we can't do anything with it because we're renting.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So if I build something, I'm just going to tear it right down.
Right.
And it's not finished inside. So like I would literally have to pay to insulate it, drywall it, finish it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like it's pointless because who knows whenever we'll buy a house. So I'll just have to we'll have to tear it all back down. And like to me it's a waste of money.
Right.
So it's just unfortunate.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So like at this point, we're kind of just probably going to be on a pause as far as like getting new snakes goes.
And we'll just breathe what we have for now. And
We've said that like 5 times though, so who the hell knows? We might still keep getting one.
well, we keep getting these space efficient racks.
Right? Yeah.
You know, because we just got our first sea serpent rack.
That also costs money.
Hey, but look, thank you, federal government, for stimulus checks. Okay, I'm just gonna say it right
We're
now.
supporting small business.
We're supporting small business
Yeah.
By these racks.
by buying racks and snakes. Like we're stimulating the economy. That's what the stimulus is for, right?
Right.
Right.
You know, you got the government trying to shut the snake business down, but keep giving us these stimulus checks because we're just going to spend it back on it.
Right.
Man, that's a shame too
It is
that
a
they're
shame.
doing that.
I was we were talking a little bit ago, not to switch subjects or anything, but I was asking you guys if y'all saw Chino from DMJ's live last night. It was crazy. He was raising money for USARK, which is awesome. I wish we were monetized because I would do the same exact thing, but we're not, so I can't, unfortunately. But I can always tell people to go and donate.
Mm-hmm.
But he was having people donate $10, get you one spot. And what he was doing, they were giving away like sticker packs. They were giving away
T-shirts,
and hats and snakes.
USARK memberships.
Yeah, they gave away a USARK membership. But it was amazing, like because they did it once before and then they did it last night, and they raised over $10,000
between the two
lives, and it was amazing. It was awesome.
And last night they also gave away. There was a bunch of people on there. There was at one point there was 10 people in the live, and
so it was Billy, Brandon from Oodles and Noodles. That's what it is. Tom, Troy from Best Dressed Balls.
Yeah, David Cease. I always mess up his last name.
And Billy from Mutation Creation.
You said that one already.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did. And Redstrom.
And then Redstrom. So Billy
and Baller's Garage.
Yeah. So there was a few of them, but Billy gave away $1,000 credit,
and the rest of them gave away 500.
Wow.
Towards a snake.
Towards snakes, yeah. I mean, that's all they do is snakes, but You're so rude. They put it all together as one big pot, like one big giant giveaway at the end, and like it had to be a certain number, and it'd be like $8,000 raised and stuff like that, and they ended up giving away. But Niviel, Nick and Jules ended up winning it.
Wow.
Yeah,
and
that was pretty cool to see.
They were even they were one of the 10 people in the live, so it made it like even better being able to see their reaction.
Because they heard it while they were in on the live, and like Jules started crying. It was actually really cool. It was cool to see that they won.
So I think they said, how much was it? 40.
It was $4,500.
Yeah, $4,500 towards credits of different breeders' snakes. And we were just like, come on.
Right.
We donated $20, so we had 2 spots.
Yeah.
And there was how many? Like 400?
490 something spots by the time we left.
Yeah. We did win a sticker pack, though.
Yeah. We've never won anything.
Which is better than nothing, right?
Yeah. But eventually I'd like to do a live like that where, you know, when we get bigger into the hobby and stuff and people know who we are and, you know, we can give away stuff. Oh, it was $3,500 altogether.
Oh. Yeah. It was crazy.
Thanks, Elliot. Yeah. He's another Elliot Perez. He's like the #1 hype man.
I know.
You know what I mean? Like
That's awesome.
he's working his way up to save to get his, you know, get into the hobby, but he is in everybody's lives.
Is he?
All the time, yeah. All the time. He's everywhere. I don't know how he finds time to get in people's lives.
It's cool though. It's a good thing to get your name out there.
Oh yeah, definitely. But yeah, he hypes everybody. That's what's up. What was it?
I don't know.
I can't remember what I was saying now.
Okay. Change topic. What's your favorite snake that you have?
Oh my goodness.
I want to know both of y'all's favorite snakes.
I think I'm gonna have to go with Apollo or Orange Dream Inchy Male.
Ooh.
That's pretty
Can we
cool.
see him?
Yeah.
Let's see him. What about you?
Good question. So he actually Atlas,
The albino.
the albino, or Perseus, the clown.
There he is.
Oh my gosh. Are all y'all's? Ooh, look at him.
Oh wow.
He's
That's
so
pretty
pretty. Oh my gosh.
You can definitely see how clean that Orange Dream is.
Yeah.
From the Enchi. Right?
No, Orange Enchi like gives
Cleans
it that
it up,
light,
right?
the black striping, and she gives it black striping. And then Orange Dream takes away the alien heads, and then at the tail end of it, it jumbles the pattern and gives it another tail.
Oh. I'm still.
Hey, we're all right.
So mine is kind of a tie. I like, I think Atlas and Perseus the most.
I've
So
got to
Atlas-
say, I love y'all's names. I love them. Ooh.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
a albino.
Oh,
Enchi.
wow.
Inchy.
Can't hardly see, babe.
I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. It's hard with that camera. Oh, wow.
But Jeremy, the whole point
He's
of
so pretty.
the whole point of the live was that at about $4,000,
Oh, yeah. Chino.
at about $4,000, I think it was, Chino got tased.
Oh.
You got it twice.
But he ended up doing it 4 times.
Oh,
3 times to himself. He did it
That's
once
so
himself. His wife did it 3 times. He did it to himself. And then at the very end, she did his armpit,
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
which was great. And like it looked like a powerful taser too. Like it wasn't no joke.
Hey,
That's
Geremy Reptiles. Who do you have?
Oh, this is her other favorite. He is Pastel Lesser Het Clown.
Oh, wow. Yeah, he's pretty.
I love what Lester does.
I know, right?
How it just kind of like stops and puts like a line,
Yeah.
like color at the top, and then a line, and then white.
So pretty.
Yeah. I think. What would yours be?
My favorite? My new favorite is Pluto,
Oh,
which we haven't shown anybody Pluto yet because he's new. Here's my Christmas present. So he's a banana, and I love banana. I just love it. Like, we don't really have any plans with banana, but like I've always loved banana, so I got a banana for Christmas. And we just got him last week because of weather and stuff.
Oh yeah.
So he's probably my favorite, but he is an angry little fellow right now
Yeah, I don't blame him.
because
He's a little angry.
we just got him on Wednesday. Tuesday. So like I held him earlier and he struck at my kid because she like backed up towards me and I was like, you better watch it.
He
You're
was
gonna get it.
protecting you.
Yeah.
He's your guard animal.
Yeah.
See, like I'm saying, like the service dogs, he was protecting you.
Right. And then I also like, I don't know, I like them all. I like Bianca. We've had her the longest.
Yeah, I can't wait till our Pastavi she's just a Pastavi. I can't wait to breed her, even though it's just a Pastavi, and some people would be like, oh, it's nothing fancy, but she was the very first snake we bought, and like once she breeds and lays eggs, like I'll feel complete.
Open the door for a little bit.
I'll feel absolutely complete because
it's like full circle.
Yeah, complete. Full circle. I raised her up. That would mean we got her big enough to bred her, and then to see her babies come out would be cool.
Yeah.
We could always.
Who's your favorite?
Mine?
Yeah.
Oh man.
I think I know. Other than Bianca.
I don't know. I like the GHI.
That
one is my favorite.
I think that's my favorite of y'all's.
I wasn't expecting to get the GHI.
No.
And I made his life amazing by saying, "How much?"
You made it amazing when you got with me, but.
Oh.
That reptile show next weekend.
Yep.
Yeah. So.
But yeah, I like her. I couldn't believe she was. We walked by and I was like, "Oh, we gotta go back to the table. I just want to hold it for a minute and see it." And then we saw the cinnamon het pie, and she was like, "Well, we can get that since it's what we need."
Mm-hmm.
And then she told him, "Yeah, well, why don't you just go ahead and what kind of deal can you guys make for the for this one, the GHI?"
If we get both.
If we get both.
And he was like,
I was like, "What? Are you kidding me?" So, I wasn't expecting.
The show before last, we got 2 cinnamon het pies, male and female. And then this last show we went to, we got 2 visual pies.
Nice. Like babies or?
Yeah, they're little.
Oh, pies are, oh my gosh, they're so cool.
Yeah.
I love them so much.
We
have a pastel G-Nex het pie. So once he gets big enough and we hopefully maybe someday can find a visual female, which would be cool, or we have het females, but they're going to make some awesome pies.
Yep.
Here's
the. Yeah, I love that. That's awesome.
Nice medium white pie.
Yeah.
I love it. I don't think Pied is a project that'll ever not have people wanting it or going after it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it'll always be around.
Yeah. You sometimes you get a lot of, projects that could possibly, not oversaturate, but just so many people work with them. And I know a lot of people work with Pied, but there's just so many combinations that I don't think still have been tapped into yet.
They're like awesome. So.
I mean, who doesn't like a white snake with blotches of color and pattern going down it? I mean, who doesn't think that's cool?
There's a guy that I work with who that's all he likes is the pieds.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This is the cinnamon het pie.
Yeah, that looks like the cinnamon het pie we got.
Yeah.
Nice and pretty and brown, like an actual cinnamon color. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
Are you going to try to do panda pies or just like cinnamon pies or super cinnamon pies?
I would like to get a panda.
It would be cool.
That would be really cool.
I know they have issues, but I think that's with black pastel.
Yeah.
It's a little more iffy than cinnamon.
Yeah, because I was looking into getting some black pastel, but then I started reading, and I think it was Kevin from Red River Reptiles that told me that they have more issues than the cinnamons.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird.
Lauren Skelly was able to hatch one, but I know she had to drop her incubation temperatures down a bunch. Mm-hmm. I think to like 84 degrees, I think she said, or something.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just, I guess it gives them a chance to
take their time.
Yeah, stew a little bit longer.
Yeah.
I guess it's a temperature thing.
Mm-hmm.
I know I'm a nervous wreck with that.
I was just about to say that.
That clutch in the incubator. How many times did you go and look into your incubator when you put the first clutch in there?
I wanted to every day, but I knew that would mess up the temperature. So
Right.
it was
No,
probably once a week
Yeah.
just to make sure everything was okay.
Our problem is ours has a glass door on it.
Right. So we're always peeking through. We're like, oh, how you doing?
But I just I learned a valuable lesson about glass and being near a window,
Mhm.
especially when it comes to temperature.
Mm.
Because we set it we set it in the kitchen because I didn't want it in Hannah didn't want it in the garage. So we moved
Because
it in
at first we were gonna keep it in the garage, and then I was like, but wait, like if it gets hot, it's gonna like boil in there because
Mhm.
the thermostats to make it like with the heat tape to make it warmer, not cooler. So I was like, we gotta bring it in the house because like it's starting to get warmer here. Like that's the last thing we need is for it to get like too hot and we get home from work and it's like 100 degrees in there or something. Like
Right.
it could totally happen.
Oh,
so yeah, we bought it inside.
I've seen people have it happen before.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But then we put it inside, and then the window that's in our kitchen, the sun shines through it all in the evening time when the sun's going down. And so what it was doing, it was shining in and it was hitting the probe. And
Oh,
it was showing the temperature had gone up some.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God. And then it's, the glass door, so all it does is actually raise the temperature because
right.
it enhances it. Man, so we were able to scoot it over and didn't have any problems after
Because
that.
we were like, what the hell is going on? Like, why is the house is 73 degrees? Why is it going up like that?
Yeah.
And then we were like, wait a minute. So we moved it. And then
So
like
much
shut the lights
stress.
away.
Yeah, it was crazy. But like I just constantly turn the flashlight on the phone and looking in there and peeking and I'm always looking, I'm looking for mold to start growing. I'm like, I don't want them to mold out. I just want them to be okay.
We have it's one of those cola double door refrigerators that you find at the gas stations.
Yeah.
Oh,
We
really?
have one of those. We don't have it ready yet, but eventually it'll be put in here and put to
That'll be
work.
good. That'll be plenty of space.
Man, that'll last you
Yeah.
forever. I'm sure ours will last a long time. It's a single door Coca-Cola machine. It's like 6 foot tall.
Yeah, it's got like 5 different levels.
Shelves on it.
Shelves, yeah.
Yeah.
So
It'll last a while.
and we lucked out getting that thing. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I got it for free from work.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I was like, I know a lot of people looking for them.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate
Aw.
that.
Hi, Alan. Aw. That's so nice. His brother's on here, y'all.
Oh.
So, but yeah, I don't know if you heard me. I was talking about the incubator. I got lucky.
Mhm.
I found it at work. And the school system, I work for our county school board, and they switched from Coke to Pepsi.
Mm.
And they
Oh.
Derek's Reptiles has a
Let's
question.
see. What's a snake I want but don't have? Oh my goodness. Where do I start?
right.
Probably a dreamsicle.
No, I was just trying to get comfortable.
Oh, yeah.
Those are beautiful. Now,
Those are like,
quick question, Derek. Though, are you talking about ball pythons, or are you talking about snakes in general?
Yeah, that's a
oh, true.
That's a big difference.
ball python would be a dreamsicle. A snake would probably be a sunset boa.
Really, I've never seen one of those.
Oh, they're gorgeous.
Really?
Oh, we're gonna
Yeah.
have to look that up later.
Yep.
Yeah, they're real pretty.
Me personally, I know, like, I really like the Eastern Indigos just because they're really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was maybe one of those or something. But I
Billy has
I really like monitors though. Like seeing them and like how they, how they are and how smart they are. I really like to get a monitor. Like
They're so
like a
cute.
little Savannah monitor or something like that. Nothing big.
not a tegu.
I'd like it. I wouldn't mind a Tegu either. They're like puppies.
If we
Yeah.
had the room, oh my gosh.
Yeah, if I had the room,
My
would
house would be
definitely,
filled.
I would definitely build like an outside enclosure for a nice tegu, and then have something, like an indoor one for it
Yeah.
in the wintertime to brumate in.
Oh my gosh.
That would be really
That's
cool.
the dream. I would love that.
Oh yeah.
You could be like, come here.
Right.
Come running. Like,
We almost came home with albino gecko, leopard gecko.
oh, you did or you didn't?
Almost. We
Oh.
almost did.
We have
You-
2 of them. Let me see if I
I
can
love
grab
leopard
her.
geckos. We have 2, yeah. Why didn't you get it?
Because I wasn't sure of how to keep it and if that was actually a good price for it. It was $125.
How much?
$125.
Oh, was it like a baby?
No,
I don't know. I mean,
we got ours pretty cheap.
She's
like
in
not
shed.
cheap. Yeah, she's in shed, but
yeah, he was about that size.
yeah,
we've had her a year now.
she's a hypo. Go up a little bit. There you go. She's hypo.
Because she doesn't have but less
but I
than
don't
5
think-
spots on her back.
I don't know about that price.
Yeah, I'm not
I'm
sure.
not sure
That's a
on
little
leopard
much.
geckos.
What if
Yeah.
we paid like $70 for her?
And I think that included shipping, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm not, but she's hypo, so I don't know what the difference would be for like an albino one.
Right.
I don't either.
Oh, excuse me.
And I got to figure out, if we get a gecko, I got to figure out how to keep the
We got a
cage.
video about it.
Yeah, we have a video for that.
It's actually pretty simple, but like a lot of people I don't know, they really do up their enclosures.
Oh my gosh, some people's tanks are, I mean, it looks like works of art. Like it's crazy. They like cut out the foam stuff and make them like 4 different levels in their tanks and like.
Give them little tunnels and stuff.
I'm just
to
like,
hide in.
damn. Mine wish they could live at your house.
Right. We just keep the minimum. We give them some like bushes to hide under and a shelf,
A
and
little rock to
and
climb
some
on.
rocks and stuff, and a moist hide, and water bowls,
Warm
and
hide, cool
Yeah.
hide. It's
They enjoy it.
They kind of take up a little bit of space though for being so small.
Yeah, because they like to have a lot of space to roam around in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
So as long as you have room for, that's a Exoterra.
40
medium,
medium,
low.
whatever. It's like a 20 gallon, 30 gallon,
I think.
something like that.
Okay.
But like,
Yeah.
they're cool. And like, Perdita, she's the one that was just out. She'll walk right up into your hand, and we didn't even we held her a lot, but we didn't really train her to do that.
No.
She just started doing it.
Like you could just put your hand flat into her, like on her hide or something if she was standing on it, and she would just walk right up it and just right up your hand and
That's
chill.
funny.
But like when she's ready to go back, she's ready.
Oh
to go
yeah,
back.
she'll,
And she will try to dive off of your arm.
yeah,
Like she's like,
Like-
time to go.
yep. She's like, I'm done, I'm ready.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I love them though. They're
But I
pretty
tell
cool.
you what, one lizard that takes up a lot of room is a bearded dragon.
We have 2 of them.
We have one, and then to us, that little sucker.
But
He's cool though.
Yeah.
His name's Blue.
Yeah, we have 2. They have leashes for them. They're the girls.
I think
That's
we might
so
try that. I
cute.
think we might try that this summer because he likes to run around.
Yeah. And I think there's a video on my Instagram of the little male playing with the dog ball.
Oh really?
Aw.
He was chasing it. It was hilarious.
Oh my gosh. I don't
That's
know
cute.
if we saw that or not.
We'll have to check
It's
that
very
out.
possible.
Yeah,
There's
it's funny.
stuff on Instagram. What are their names?
Mushy and Mush and Moss.
Aw. That's cute.
That's cute.
That's awesome. Aw.
And then we have the red Uromastics.
What is that?
It's a spiny tail.
Is that the
Dinosaur
one with it's got like pokies,
On
right?
the tail, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, and he's mean.
he's mean?
He's not mean.
He's mean.
He's not mean.
He's mean.
He likes me.
He likes her. Every
Where-
time I go pick him up, I get smacked by the tail.
Why? How big is he?
I don't know. He's not that long.
Oh wow. That's wild.
They're kind of like they're almost like a bearded dragon, right? Kind of like almost, kind of not really, like same size almost maybe, or they
Yeah,
skinny?
maybe about the same size. They're more smooth on the body, but
Right?
that tail is real thick and pokey.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it out there in your snake shed?
No,
or-
we actually keep him in the house.
Oh, darn.
That makes sense. That makes
I
sense.
want to see it. Do you have a picture of it on your Instagram?
Mhm.
Oh, I'm gonna have to go find it.
Your phone is next to you.
It is.
Yeah, his name is Moldy.
Moldy? Aw. Eh.
Those are pretty cool. I've seen a few of them,
Mhm.
like just going to shows and stuff.
Really?
Yeah, they've had them.
I must have missed it.
He was an impulse buy.
Oh.
Yeah, we have some stuff like that. A couple of the
Yeah.
snakes are like that. Like the number one thing I wish I would have known sooner. Oh, that's so cool. I would have known sooner when we got into the hobby is when you, and I'll tell this for anybody, it's pick a project. Pick a project
Mhm.
and stick with it.
Definitely.
And once you get into that one a little bit, then you can start veering off once you get some time under your belt. Like,
Whoa. Ow.
because a lot of people,
I did see that.
just because it's like it's where the hobby's going, especially when it comes to like recessive stuff.
Right.
It's like a lot of the hobby is all about recessives.
Mhm.
That looks like a dinosaur.
It does.
I do remember seeing that now that I see it again. Because like
And
we liked it, so obviously we saw it.
What's
But
cool is you don't have to keep water in their tank. They get their water from their food. Like if
Oh,
you put
really?
lettuce and stuff in there, yeah.
that's wild.
Huh.
That
Yeah, and
thing
they only
looks like a dinosaur.
It does.
they only eat lettuce and seeds.
That's right. They do eat seeds. They're seed
Uh-huh.
eaters.
Yeah.
Oh,
Weird.
what kind of
So we'll be watching them. What kind of seed is that? What kind of
Flax.
seed is that?
You would ask. It's not flax. It's
No.
Where's my
It's
dress?
one that you can get in like birdseed mixture.
Mm-hmm.
I
It's a
like
little,
the little
white
tan
seed.
ones.
yeah, it's a little whitish tan seed.
I forgot the name of it.
Not sunflowers though.
And it's not what is that? Mullet? It's not mullet. Millet. What do the birds eat? Millet.
Yeah.
She's googling it.
Google. I love Google.
Yeah, we Google everything.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where I'd be without Google. I know the randomest little things sometimes. All because of Google. Randomest, is that a word?
No.
Most random.
But what was I gonna say? What was that?
You got me? I don't know.
How many? So when will you find out if that clutch, that orange dream clutch of yours is gonna make it or not? How many more?
I was
days?
actually gonna look at it tomorrow.
Okay. And just see how the eggs are doing and candle them to see if the embryos are still growing.
Mhm.
How many days have they been in?
Let me look at the date.
Oh.
Oh, maybe more.
January 22nd.
January 26th. So what's today?
You grab the charger.
March 13th.
Okay.
Oh, so it's getting close.
Oh yeah, it is. Oh, it's right here. It is getting close. And how long ago was that cold snap that they got? That was in February, wasn't it?
That was,
Mhm.
2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago.
Hopefully they had enough cooking time
In the
You know.
beginning.
in the beginning
Yeah.
to where that little fluctuation was able to keep them going. But I mean, I'm surprised at how much heat the egg boxes hold
Mm-hmm.
and for how long. You know,
Mhm.
so you might be okay.
Do you keep like your whatever sensor, whatever you use, do you keep it in the egg box or out of the egg box?
Oh, the probe.
Like,
We use Govee temperature and humidity sensors.
Just to know what it
just
is.
to know. But a lot of people some people I see put them in their egg boxes. Some people say no, I just make sure the inside is at 89 or 90.
Yeah, I just keep mine like on a rack.
So that's what we ended up doing.
Because I was like, I know when like we were having the issues with the temperature going up and stuff, I know it stayed warm afterwards for a long time. So like hopefully yours did that too.
Yeah.
But luckily the egg box never got above 90. Like it was like 90.8 was the highest it got.
Oh, okay.
Between 89 and 90.8. So hopefully we didn't cause any issues.
Yeah, it's.
Well, I've had a few tell me that if they want their eggs to hatch a little bit sooner, they'll cook them at 90.
Right.
I don't agree with that, but
yeah.
And I've had one buddy tell me that he keeps his snake shed at 80, 85?
85.
Yeah, and he just puts his egg boxes out on the racks. He don't even incubate them.
I can see doing that with blue brids because milk snakes and king snakes and stuff, their incubation temperatures aren't as high.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if I don't think I would be comfortable doing that with a ball python.
I'd be so nervous. I'd be like, "How the temperature's going down?
Right.
What are we gonna do?"
Well, if you have a heater, you wouldn't have to worry about it now.
Those seeds are sorghum seeds.
Sorghum?
Yeah.
Oh, I've never heard of that. That's crazy though. You said seeds and what else?
Lettuce, cabbage, spinach,
Kale.
That is pretty cool.
Like you were looking at that thing, you'd think it's like a meat eater or something.
Well, that's like I didn't know people with bearded dragons feed their bearded dragons like fuzzies. Like I don't think I would be feeding my bearded dragon a rat. I don't know. I'd be kind of scared that they wouldn't be able to get it down.
Yeah, I didn't think that they ate those. I thought they stick to like worms and bugs and
Some people apparently do it, and same with leopard geckos too. I've seen people feed a leopard gecko a freaking rat,
like a pinky,
and I'm like,
pinky mouse or something.
I feel like that might change like their temperament. Like they think they're big and bad. They can be all mean and stuff. I'm just not going to test it.
Right.
We'll just stick with superworms.
Yeah. Mealworms. Now, one thing we did try doing is breeding mealworms, and that was crazy. I just don't have time for that.
It took forever.
Oh, I bet.
And we weren't expecting it to take that long. We ended up with quite a few, but like now we were keeping them in the incubator to like keep them kind of warm before we had the clutch. Now they're not in there, so we're just like, well, guess we're gonna feed these off, and then we'll be done with it.
But the problem is, it's like we've been feeding them, and we put them in like like the oats and stuff, and they're just not growing. The worms are just so little all the time. I'm like, what is it gonna take to get these things to grow?
Like we've been since like just
November or December, and like, dude, they're still
just
small.
They're just now getting some size on them, and I'm just like,
wow,
it's so much work.
It is a lot of work. Frustrating. Yeah.
We are breeding dubia bugs, roaches.
Really?
Yeah.
How's that going?
It's easy.
Get it? Is it really?
It is. You just get a couple of males and a few females, and
how can you tell the difference?
You trust the supplier.
Yeah.
And just put them together and hope they're gonna hope it goes the way you want it to, right?
Yeah.
That's one thing that we didn't feed our bearded dragon. Like, he tore them things up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he loved them things. But them mealworms were tough. I don't know why. I don't even know why I did. I was trying to cut costs and cut edges, and sometimes it's not easy. It's sometimes better just to buy them.
Yeah.
So, What was your? I know we talked about the rats earlier, but what was your number? How many snakes did you decide it was ready? Y'all were ready to breed your own. Uh-oh, we're frozen.
Uh,
Technical difficulties.
oh.
Are you there? Oh,
There you are.
go. There you are. Well, I don't know what happened.
Okay. What was the question?
What was your number? Like, we had a number, even though we've already gotten to that point, but what was your number on the amount of snakes or money? How much money you guys were spending before you decided that you were ready to breed rats?
I don't know, what, 15-ish, maybe?
Yeah, 15 snakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did we lose them
I
again?
think we're gonna have to start figuring out how to do it. But like I said, with space, we don't have the space to do it, man. I sure as heck ain't gonna put them in my house. That's for damn sure. I'm not putting them in the house.
Oh, me. I don't know.
How do the kids like having all the snakes around?
Oh, they love it.
Do they?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
except for Gun.
Yeah.
He's not big on snakes.
Oh, really? He's
He
not.
just kind of got thrown.
Yeah.
I'm not really too big on any.
Yeah.
He doesn't like them too much.
If we decide to do YouTube, which eventually we will, he'll be the tech guy.
There you
Yeah.
go.
I wish I did a little more research when it came to doing YouTube and how much it goes into it and what it takes. It's not always about money, but it's nice. It would be nice if it kind of like, paid for itself a little bit, and it wasn't so hard to get subscribers. I think that's our hardest part.
It takes a lot of patience and like a lot of hard work and like thinking of what the heck to do in the next video and like
Right.
nowadays we've been doing, recently I think we've been doing pretty good.
Yeah.
Like we haven't done a collection update in probably almost 2 months, and that's my favorite video. But like that was the one we were always like, oh, we know what we're gonna do this weekend.
Right.
And
We
then
knew
the
it
other
was-
weekends we'd be like, what the heck are we gonna do? Like it's kind of hard. But like I feel like once you get like clutches and then you end up doing like if
Egg
you
cuttings
cut
and
the
stuff.
eggs and stuff, then you end up having a lot of content.
And you have a lot of content that people like to see.
Mm-hmm.
Just, I'm sure people don't want to see you just sitting there talking all the time. I mean, I know they enjoy these podcasts and lives and stuff, but like a video of it being the same thing over and over again every week or every couple of days. That's like, I'm surprised like people like Shane and them like having, he's really smart when it comes to making content and having multiple videos a week.
Yeah. I can't imagine doing that. It just takes a
finding the
lot
time.
of work.
Yeah.
But it's fun and like it's really nice to see like you start off at 0 and it's really cool to see yourself go up. Like we're at 350 subscribers.
Wow.
Which is crazy. And like YouTube's not like Instagram.
No.
It's not like you get a bunch of followers and like suddenly you're at 1,000 or whatever. Like no, it takes forever, but it's kind of like worth it.
Yeah, it's fun.
Because then once you get to getting a little bit more, then it really feels like you feel really accomplished. So you should totally make a YouTube, and we'll definitely
And just
subscribe.
do it. I mean, it's hard to do it. I mean,
I wouldn't know how to start it or what to do it over or.
Well, I got advice from somebody a while back when we first started ours, and I'll give you the same thing and tell you the same thing he told me. Just tell your story. Just tell your story. tell it the way, tell people what you want them to know about you and your animals. And eventually you just end up coming up with ideas and things that you want to end up doing.
Yeah.
Like we did, like you guys could have, and I know, I'm saying this now, but like you guys could have followed, like did videos on the whole build, like of the shed and your progress and the procedures of it and how you went about doing it. Stuff like that. You'd
be surprised what people will watch.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you can record like anything, like our little Lowe's rack that we made and like putting together. People watched it, like, and you guys have 28 snakes, right?
Yeah.
So you could have like a series where you like introduce a couple snakes per video or whatever. Like, I mean, you can just start off and just see where it goes. And like some people might like certain videos more than others, and then you can kind of go in that direction.
You just you got to feel out the, how it goes and where it, where the people who are watching are leading you to do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And like you can do like how you set up your snake enclosures.
Yeah, because everybody does it differently.
Yeah, like you can do all kinds of stuff, and it like once you kind of start doing it, it kind of clicks.
Yeah, and like you guys
better.
got the Uromastics and the bearded dragons. Like you can do videos on them, and what it takes. Like you can just do one video on talking about them, and a lot of people
do a setup video for each different,
because they are different, and like a lot of people want to know about them. Like I don't know anything about them. I don't know what they eat or what their temperaments are and what their temperature requirements are. So you can do a lot of things like that.
Yeah,
I'd watch it.
We have a intro video because I've been tossing around the idea.
Cool.
The intro video is out there on YouTube.
Is it?
Yeah.
What?
It says coming soon.
So do you have a YouTube then?
Like a channel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have a channel.
What?
I'm getting a soda.
Now you just gotta get it rolling.
Yeah.
It really is like it's fun. And it's a lot of work, but it's fun.
Yeah. And
what kind of phone do you have? Do you have like an iPhone?
No, we have Google phones.
Oh.
So I'm not sure, rude. I'm not sure like what the stuff is on the Google, but I know the Googles have really good cameras.
And plus, you can download apps on Google.
Yeah, you
can
download editing
Apple
apps.
phones, you have to pay for everything, but there is an app that comes on the phone, which is what we use to edit, which is what I was going to suggest. But I know for like other phones, they have apps that you can download that are free
for editing
that you can edit with.
And that's what it's all about, really, is just editing. And like I didn't realize how important a thumbnail and a catchy title was when it came to YouTube. Because like you could have a really good video and get 20 views on it, and because your title and your thumbnail isn't as good.
Right.
And like hashtags.
We even got one of those things that you put your phone in and it follows you.
Really?
Yeah.
What is
that?
I've actually got a video on Instagram. It's one of my very few videos.
In the Reels thing?
Yeah. And this little thing, you put your phone in it and it follows you.
What?
Like, as you move, it like rotates. It doesn't like move. The base doesn't move, but it rotates.
It's pretty neat.
That would be really cool.
I've never even heard of that.
So kind of like a gimbal almost.
What's that?
Well, gimbal it's a real big thing, and like you hold it and it makes it sit still. And
I don't know what that is.
It's so like you can move around and like move the phone up and down and stuff, and it allows the phone to be still, but like your hands can move.
Oh, I'm just gonna do this, Brian.
Work like it's on another level.
Do you hear him? What has been?
You can read it out loud.
Why don't you just read
so they
it?
can answer it.
Okay, Alan, which is his brother, has
Okay.
a question. What has been the most exciting moment in each of your journeys thus far?
Exciting moment. Probably the snake shed.
Okay. Oh, I bet that was exciting. Oh, he's like dreaming about.
What I want to do. And
How long did it take y'all to get that going?
Good question. What did it
Did
take?
it take like a while, or was it pretty quick? Or
Well, it's a pre-built shed.
oh,
So we ordered it and I think it came 2 months later.
Mhm.
So it took them a while to make it. But
Right.
for us, we're doing the insulation and interior.
yeah.
you guys had electric ran to it like from the house and stuff?
We have a what do you guys call it down here?
Shop.
A shop. It's what I would call a pole barn. Off to the side, and it has electric. So we just run it with.
Yeah. We piggybacked off that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That makes sense.
There you go.
That
Yeah,
makes
she's on the north.
I can't.
I can't wait till I buy a house and can do. I mean, I could probably do something like that here at the house we're renting, but then I would have to try to figure out a way to get it up and move it.
Mhm.
If we moved, you know what I mean?
Yeah, Full Throttles did the same thing. They got a shed like this, and she's completely doing the inside.
Mm.
And that would be the
That's like a good idea.
downside is if we ever move, we'd have to either
Take it
keep
with
us
you.
with the house or take it with us.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Hmm.
Decisions.
Right. That is the question. Now, let's see. I got to think of an answer for that same question that Alan had.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I think the most exciting part, one would be the fact that we've got a notch in that goal, you know, of finally getting our first clutch. That for me was exciting. I know it was exciting for her, but another exciting part is being able to do this with my best friend every day.
Mhm.
Every day we can talk about snakes together. It's something that we actually have in common and a hobby that we can do together. I see
Right.
so many
Yeah.
couples that their number one thing is trying to find something they can do on their own to get away from their husband or wife or whatever. But I think it's cool that it gives us something to spend more time doing together. That's what I
Yeah.
like.
Thanks for that answer, Brian. I'm going to hear about that later.
Sorry. My fault. I was thinking about that one for a while.
Aw. He's still thinking about that reptile show next weekend.
I was going to say, he's really wanting a new snake.
Yeah. I mean, I gotta get my brownie points in where I can. But no, it's fun. I mean, I like it. I enjoyed it.
It is nice to be able to, yeah, totally.
I do have an important question now. Have you been bit yet? I everybody that we've done a live with, I've asked them because I want to know.
My daughter, Kira, no matter what, she always gets bit.
Every snake.
Every snake bites her. So
She must not have a good. I don't know. I don't know. Bad bite.
she'll still go in there. She'll just grab them.
Really?
So, but me, I had to almost force one to bite me.
So you
I've never been bit. I have been bit, but it wasn't from not being careful, or I had to literally put my hand in there in its face for it to bite me.
Like forcefully shove it in there just to try and.
I've never been bit. I wanted to know what it felt like.
Man, when we pulled that clutch of eggs, I'm like, I was working myself up. I was like, yeah, she's gonna bite my ass, and I'm gonna be ready, and I'm good to go, and I'm gonna take it like a man. I'm not gonna cry. And she didn't bite me. She was just cool and calm, and I'm like, well,
She did so good.
Yeah.
Gosh.
And then I fed the next day, that Sunday, I fed the GHI and was going to put the rat pup in for her. And she like struck and hit my finger, and I ran out and I was like, babe, the GHI bit me, and I didn't even feel it. But like she just barely. I think she more caught the tip of my finger with her nose or something. But like I don't know. I just want to be bit. Like I just want, but I don't want to like force him to bite me. But I want to be bit, but I'm still scared to get bit.
Right.
Well, they strike at Jeremy, but I've never been even struck at. I don't know.
I have. I've never been bit either, but I have been struck at recently.
And I would rather handle the big ones
Yeah.
than the small ones.
Yes, they're just the small ones are so much faster. It seems like, and the big ones you can see it coming because like they have like a long body to move around with, and it's like, oh, I know she's coming. Let me twist her around. Let me move this way or something a little bit. Man, but them little ones, they will fire at you, and they're quick, and it's like fast.
Feisty.
See, I prefer to hold the little ones.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, they wouldn't hold. We were cleaning tanks out yesterday, and I got the one that had the clutch.
Mm-hmm.
I got her out, and boy, she was all over the place, stiff as a board, and didn't want to be touched. And they're like, "Nope."
Like that's all you.
Yeah, and see, like I had the perfect opportunity a couple weeks ago to get bit. The Het Desert Ghost. We were taking a picture of her, and she struck at Hannah. Well, then I picked her up. I'm like, oh, she's not that bad. And I was holding her like this in my hand, like this, and like her head was over here, and she comes swinging around this way, struck out over here, and struck out over here, and then swung back around and was coming for my arm. And I don't know what it was. It must have been instinct or something, but I went like that. I just went and like dropped her. I'm like, what the hell are you doing? You could have got big, you idiot. And I'm like, why struck her?
And he just dropped her on the bed though. Like it's
yeah,
not like
no, I didn't drop her on the floor. She was like put off the bed, and it's not comfy, but it's.
But
it's
afterwards, I'm like, why'd you do that? And he was like, I don't know.
Right.
Reflex.
Yeah, it was, and like I felt bad that I dropped her too, and I'm like, no wonder she hates me.
Right?
Yeah, she's mean.
So if anybody wants a Het Desert Ghost female, she is for sale.
And she's so nice. Oh my god.
Yeah, right.
No.
She eats good though.
Yeah,
She is a good eater now.
Yeah, she's a sweetheart.
Yeah,
Right.
she loves them rats. But yeah, it was cool. Oh, I do have another one. I don't know if my brother's still watching. I'm sure he is, but he did pet it. He pet one of our snakes. He's definitely afraid of snakes.
Oh yeah.
And he came up to visit for Christmas and like pet it. So that was pretty cool. I know. Are we frozen or are they frozen?
Oh.
Is it our internet?
Are y'all there?
Oh no.
What happened? It's okay. Maybe it'll catch up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you did?
There we are.
There we go. I was gonna say I heard him.
I'm sorry.
No, it's
you're
okay.
all right. It's fine. It happens.
Oh my gosh.
Internet is tricky nowadays.
totally
they
happens.
charge a lot for a little bit.
Yeah.
So what was that last question you asked?
Oh no, I was saying like it was cool that my brother finally touched one of our snakes because he came up for
Okay.
and like he was like, oh, he's definitely afraid of him.
Yeah.
But
That's always exciting when you
Yeah.
can get somebody that's like really scared of them to kind of just like open up a little bit
Yeah,
and
Mhm.
try to understand them.
it was cool earlier. I was holding one of Bianca, the Fastavi, and my son. He's not even 2 yet, but he goes nuts every time he sees us with him. Like he has to pet him and wants to hold him himself, and like he like took it and was like trying to put it around his neck. So then I helped him and put it over his neck. Man, he went walking down the hallway. he was big man on campus with that thing.
That's funny.
I got a good video of him. It was so cute.
Yeah, when Kira was 2, I had a Peruvian red-tailed boa,
Wow.
and she would always carry it around.
Aw.
That's cute.
It's something about little kids and snakes. It's just adorable.
It is. It is. I just hope that he'll be into it when he gets older, a little bit older,
Right.
And, and if B&H Reptiles turns into something,
Judging on how he does now, like I could totally see
yeah.
that.
And like hopefully he'll want to do it and take over, if B&H Reptiles becomes, something, which I hope it will.
Goals.
I'm sure it will.
Goals. They're important.
Yeah. What's y'all's goal? Like, what would you like to see your outcome be? Is it like a hobby thing for you, or do you want it to be a business thing, or?
I want this to be full time. I want to get up in the morning, come down here, do what I have to do, and go to bed happy.
Right.
I'm gonna go to bed happy.
I agree with that.
This is my dream, and I want to do this full time.
Yeah. That would be crazy.
I would like to do that.
You can totally do it though.
Oh yeah. If you have the determination, which it seems like you guys really do have the determination, I could definitely see.
Yeah,
see you
totally.
guys doing it. That's
And
for
like
sure.
y'all got the setup going.
Yeah.
Like you're halfway there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you'll get there. Just keep working towards it.
We are.
That'll be awesome.
I want to do some shows eventually. When we have a few clutches, at a time. I mean, I don't. Maybe we could find a friend or something. We can take this clutch and sell them somewhere at a show or something. When they
Right.
have, I don't know. It's not going to be like anything fancy. You know what I mean? So I don't know if people will want it or what I really can do with it. But I'm sure somebody out there will want them.
Yeah. No, I want to surpass Justin Kaboka.
Yeah, that is a goal.
Yeah.
That is a definite goal there.
So are you guys looking to have this be just a hobby, or did you want it to be like a career?
It's definitely a hobby, and we've already have started kind of the process of like getting the business license and everything. But in Maryland, it's a lot that you have to do with it. Like you have to have the deed to your house. You got to have, or a deed to a property. You got to have all kinds of stuff to be able to create a business.
No.
So we kind of like put the pause on that, but that is definitely where I'd like to see it. I mean, hell, I'd like to, have, a big facility or something like, Billy and them have one day, which would be really cool. But I mean, it takes time. It does. It's a marathon, not a sprint.
Yeah.
Yeah, all those guys that are like Billy and Justin, and they started from ground zero.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They worked their way up.
Yeah.
I just, it gets kind of frustrating that sometimes you see people who join into the hobby with a lot of money to get into it, and like they're like, oh, it's so easy, and like I've got this, and this, and I've got $5,000, 50 of $5,000. Like I'm making, you know what I mean. So that part's a little frustrating at times, but at
It's
least
almost
it gives
discouraging.
you,
But like,
it gives you something to work towards.
yeah. And it's not good to compare yourself.
No, it's not.
That's where your passion outweighs all that.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
My issue now is like I have a hard time identifying
Big words.
genes. Yeah,
He
right.
said big words.
I have a hard time identifying the genes, like trying to learn what does what and mixing it with what. But I think that takes time.
It does.
Oh my gosh. There's so much to it. It's crazy.
It's
I
definitely
spend a lot of time on Morph Market, and I'll do, well, what if I do this with this? And we'll be watching a movie, and I'm sure she gets aggravated because I'm like, ooh, look, we could do this. Or,
Right.
Ooh, look.
right.
I feel you, girl.
It happens. It definitely happens. Yeah. She gets mad. She's like, are you ever gonna put that phone down?
5 minutes, like
Right.
anything.
She's- and she's like, you spend more time with them snakes than you spend with me nowadays. But I'm like, and I'm just like, well, I'm sorry. It's just, I'm trying over here.
Yeah, he tries to guilt trip me.
Yep. But it's all right. It happens. Let's see here. Let me see some.
Okay.
Is that the cat?
No, but yeah, it would be crazy to be able to just do this as a job. Like, I can't imagine. What a dream.
Mm-hmm. Who do you guys get to do your merch stuff, like your shirts and your hats?
Good question. Jeremy, did we do
Vistaprint.
Vistaprint?
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Have we ever looked at them?
Yeah.
For stickers, though, right?
Yeah, with stickers and like business card stuff. But
They do hats, too?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
really, I didn't know that.
Shirts.
I need to figure out who I can get to make like clutch cards.
Vistaprint.
Is that who did yours?
What's a clutch card?
Where you write down the parent.
And I guess, and like I'm wondering if I could get something like with our logo printed on it, and then because we use Husbandry Pro now, track of everything. Have you guys started using it?
I'm looking at it, but I'm really liking Snake Log better.
Really?
Yes.
Have we tried that one?
No.
We've tried a couple.
Yeah.
We might have to try that one. I like weighing them out because
That's
some
what-
are way more user friendly than others. So
I'm
like,
loving Snake Log.
The thing with Husbandry Pro is it's best on a laptop or a tablet.
Mm-hmm.
Your cell phone, it's supposed to be used to scan
Right.
real quick and then transfer it over to the tablet.
Mm-hmm.
Like the cell phone is supposed to be to scan, see quick information,
mhm.
and it's best for when you use it on the tablet to input the information or input it on the computer.
Right.
That's where like Billy has found it best to use Husbandry Pro at. But it's really like it's worked so far for what I've needed. It, like I said, it was a pain to input everything with my phone.
Right.
But I liked it so far.
Did he make that?
He worked with a couple people to make it or develop it.
Well, that's why he's promoting it so big.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, he's got merch. It must be.
He man, like I don't know how they do it with just like 4 or 5 people. He's got like 4,000 snakes and putting all that information in the computer and keeping track of all. Oh my God, it's got to be tiring.
Yeah. But I see Snake Log as it's more user friendly. It's free.
Elliot gave you a follow on Instagram.
Oh, thank you, Elliot. I'll get
Elliot's
on
awesome.
He is. Like I said it earlier. He's the #1 hype man.
Wait till you get YouTube. Elliot's on there.
there.
I met him on one of Brian Barczyk's podcasts. Just talking to him in the live chat, and then I seen his name like in every other podcast that I was watching. And I was like, oh man, dude's awesome. But he talks to everybody, and he just shows everybody love. It's so cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
you guys have any questions for us or anything else you guys want to know?
No, I don't think so.
No?
I hope you guys start your YouTube soon. That's for sure.
I know. And then y'all can have a live and you can have us on there.
Definitely.
These lives are tough. It can be tough sometimes or nerve-wracking.
Yeah. Yeah.
But-
They're fun though. Like,
Yeah, it's fun just to talk and
yeah.
figure stuff out.
I've had fun. I can't believe we've already been on here an hour and a half.
I
Right?
know. It flies by.
It does fly by pretty quick. It does fly by
It's fine.
pretty quick. Hey, I do have a question for you. What do you guys use? Substrate or like paper towels?
We use Repti Chip.
Okay, yeah, we use the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
I tried some other products and didn't like it as much. It was like really, really dusty. I want to get one of those cocoa shakers though.
Oh yeah, for freedom breeders.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're just expensive.
they are.
Everything is expensive.
Mhm.
So we're
Yeah.
using
A pasta
a
strainer.
pasta strainer.
We are so redneck. It's not even,
It works though.
That's fun. Earl,
over top of an empty tub, like one of
right?
the empty tubs or something. I just shake it out and try and get all the dust out of it. I can at least.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Earl from Lone Star Reptiles,
Mm-hmm.
he uses aspen.
Really?
Yeah,
Huh. With ball pythons, I didn't think that held a lot of humidity.
he actually, when he did his shed's similar to this one. It's pre-built,
Mm-hmm.
but he put rubber on his walls.
Mm.
And then he's got rubber in his floor, so it holds a lot of humidity in the building.
Oh, because it'll absorb it from the atmosphere outside,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
and it'll just keep it. Then it locks it inside.
So instead of a humidifier, he has to use a dehumidifier.
Wow.
Because he builds too much humidity.
Yeah. So he uses aspen instead of cocoa blocks.
Because then that'll just keep the
Oh.
humidity down even
Mhm.
more. That
Huh.
makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
That's
And like
crazy.
in the summertime, it's weird because like here in Maryland, like in the summertime, it's really humid. But like in the wintertime, it's really freaking dry.
yeah.
Right.
It
Like-
is so hard
Yeah.
with the humidity. Ugh.
Especially in our snake room. Well, it's not even, it's a snake closet.
Yeah, my closet is a snake room.
Yeah.
My walk-in closet.
You don't mind.
It's fine. You don't need it.
Closet is like stuffed. Like you cannot fit another piece of clothing in there because it's got my clothes and his clothes. Luckily, I'm not like high
Materialistic.
maintenance and like
Need
want
it.
all the clothes because there would not be room ever.
That just shows how much you care about him and his love for the snakes and your love for the snakes.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
She's like, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's that's why we're doing this.
My problem now is like we bought, like we were saying, we bought that the rack, the sea serpent rack, which is amazing quality, by the way. Do you guys, what do you use them?
No, we use he's called Lone Star Reptile Racks out of Houston.
Oh, really?
Yeah, his name is Robert. He's on Instagram.
I've heard of
Huh.
Lone Star Reptiles. I didn't know he
Does
built
he ship?
racks though.
He does ship, and
Oh.
he's incredible.
Because now I need to find something like it works for like a lot of ours, but now we're getting some that where they're growing up and they're into the 600-700 gram range, and a V18 is just a little too small.
Okay.
And so now I need to figure out, and that's the issue. That's the problem with snakes. You got to have a baby rack, a medium rack, and then an adult rack. So then you
Right.
got room, like
Right.
taken up with ball pythons. It is because they like it tight and compact and smaller. So now I got to figure out. All right, now I got these sub-adults. I got to find a rack for them now, and so it's so much money, but it's worth it. But it's like right now we're not bringing anything in, and we've got so much going out.
Right.
But I guess hopefully eventually at some point in time it'll start paying off.
Yeah, totally.
Well, you should definitely look on his website. If I can show you. See, that's the racks.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, we'll have to look him up.
And what does he just use? Freedom breeder tubs?
Mm-hmm.
On the large ones.
Yeah, on the larger ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I want something that I can fit like a 700 gram up to like a 2,000 gram snake in.
Yeah.
And it's Lone Star Reptile Racks. So Lone Star Reptiles, you said you'd heard of him. He's
Yeah.
completely different. He doesn't do the racks. It's a different company.
Yeah.
Different
Oh.
company.
Yeah,
Okay.
you have Lone Star Reptile Racks, and then Lone Star Reptiles. They're two different.
Lone Star. I'm not making fun of you.
No, yeah, you did.
I do.
It was that big
Okay.
ass cup of wine that she had.
It's okay. I make fun of him all the time for his accent.
Whatever.
Where are you from?
I was born in Ohio, raised in
Okay.
Michigan. So Midwest.
She's a northerner.
You're saying that to other Northerners.
They're
Right.
northern.
I mean, technically, we're below the Mason-Dixon line, so
So East Coast.
Southern. We're
Yeah.
Southern.
Yep, we're on the East Coast. We're right under Pennsylvania. So, but like Southerners call us Northerners. Like
Yeah.
we're not Southerners at all.
But I'd like to think we'd fit in down there too.
Yep. But it's weird. I mean, but it's wild because you have people down here in Southern Maryland that have more of a Southern accent than you do.
Yeah.
My mom lives in Cincinnati, and you go just over the border to Newport, Kentucky, and
Mhm.
they sound more Southern than people in Georgia.
Right. It's wild,
Wow.
isn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
I love a good like country accent.
Oh,
I just
yeah.
love it.
Yeah.
I was in Maryland a few years ago. Well, it was more than a few years ago. Kira was 2 or 3. And I was up in the Bel Air area.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's way north of us. That's like 2.5 hours from
Is
here.
it?
Yeah, it's where it's near where the Havre de Grace show is.
Oh, okay.
But people up there would ask me, hey, say this.
But like, I remember I went somewhere and was talking to people. It's probably when I went to Texas and was talking to a bunch of guys from Texas and like the West Coast, and they were like, "Man, you got an accent." I'm like, "What?
Do I?
Do I
would-
really?" Like,
Yeah, you do. Especially in your O's.
Really? I wouldn't even have thought.
I'm so jealous.
I think you do probably.
I'm just playing.
But that's like people from people from Baltimore and like Pasadena, like they'll say Pasadena,
Pass.
like they just like put it, like they draw the A out for some reason, or Baltimore, not like a New Yorker, but it's weird. Like
It's not
they
quite
have
New
a
York,
different,
but
yeah,
it's like-
they try really hard.
Halfway.
It's wild. Like Maryland is just wild. I don't get it.
Oh,
But,
Elliot. Thank you, Elliot.
Aw.
Oh yeah, they are nice. I like them. Like what the one behind you, directly behind you.
Uh-huh.
What does that fit?
That
Like,
feels,
what size tubs are those?
So those are subadults and
Adult males.
it's,
juvenile and subadults.
yeah. So it's this size.
You're what?
I wouldn't know what size you would call that.
That's probably I don't know. And what is that, like a sterilite tub?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Huh.
his nose and
Is that like the size of like Tantours?
Probably a little small. It's probably a 15 quart.
So it's
Or like an
it's a
18.
dual rack.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's a big snake in you.
That's probably like Tantours right there. But now that I got these freedom, like we have the FB5s for our little hatchlings that we got, and like seeing like the gray and like how dark they are and how comfortable they look. Like
Yeah.
when I put them in there last weekend and fed them like the next day, like they took right away.
Mm-hmm.
But like when they were in there and like we had clear tubs, most of ours are clear. When
Mhm.
like they're a little slower to eat than the ones were in the Freedom Breeder tubs. So I think
Or
I
like might not eat.
right.
Mhm.
So it's weird how that makes a difference.
Well, it's because it's
I mean,
just,
it makes sense. But
yeah, they're so dark all the time. They like,
Yeah, when we first started, we homemade our own rack. Went to Walmart and bought some, Sterilite or Rubbermaid tubs.
mm-hmm.
Had the snakes, in the racks with the underbelly heat
Yep.
pad. Well,
Yep.
a few of them wouldn't eat.
Really?
Mhm.
It was 2 or 3 months, and they wouldn't eat. Well, we got these.
So uncomfortable.
Yeah, we got these racks right away. Bam,
Yeah.
bam, bam. It's
That's
insane.
awesome.
Because in the back, it's so dark in the back. Like it's like
Mhm.
it's like its own built-in hide almost. That's what I noticed.
Mhm.
But I want to find one for our sub-adults that I can get that they can stay into, to like 2,000 grams or something, or a little
Right.
less. And I was talking to Chris Nettles from Sea Serpent, and he was like, a 28 quart tub, or I don't know what that, or I think it's like an FB20 or something from Freedom Breeder. Like, those work perfectly for those size if you want to go like the professional tub route. So I just gotta find a way to build something. I might try and build my own just to do it. You know what I mean?
We did. Yeah, we built our own. It's
just to save a little bit of money. And put like 5 or 6 tubs in there for now. So I might go that route.
I don't see nothing wrong with that.
Saves a little bit of money. Because we bought one from Brian from Bane of My Exotics, and that one has FB30s in it. They're real long.
Yeah.
And for females, and it's a 5 tier, and I might build another one to like sit on top of it or stack next to it.
Okay.
Yeah. Just, make it a little easier.
Yeah, I'm still learning the tub numbers.
Man, I still can't. Like, I'll go in and I just read them and read the descriptions of what size they can go up to and stuff, man. I'm trying to
just put them in there if it's an adult or sub-adult. I don't need to know all the VF whatever.
But because everybody's different though, because like some people say certain sizes for sub-adults. So I've noticed a lot of people go by grams more than age.
Right.
So I guess that's where the difference is.
Yeah.
Well, I want to thank you guys for coming on, and thanks for everybody who came in and watched our live and hung out with us for a little bit.
Yeah.
And,
it was fun.
Yeah, man, I appreciate
it.
Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you for supporting us this whole time, and hopefully at some point in time maybe we can all meet up and hang out or something.
Definitely.
Yeah.
That would be so fun.
I think in the fall we're going to try to go to the Arlington show.
Okay.
So
how close are y'all to that?
About 40 minutes.
Nice.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to try to make that happen because that would be awesome.
Well, if y'all make that happen, we'll hook up with Mary and some other ones.
Yeah,
definitely.
Oh, I would love to see her.
Our A1s.
Yeah, they were our first YouTube live.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Mary. And Mitch is cool too.
Yeah, Mitch is really cool. But, you guys are like special because you guys have been there since the beginning. So,
high five.
Right.
Your wine's got you going slow, so
don't call me out for it though. Come on.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, I don't drink or anything anymore. I've been clean and sober for 3 years, so I just
I
hang out at the cool kids table.
This is non-alcoholic beer.
Oh, you're fine. It doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
People can drink or whatever around me now. I got a little better control of myself nowadays.
I like the beer taste.
Oh, okay.
I don't like the morning effects.
Right. I don't blame you.
Oh.
I don't blame you. Yeah, she'll be hurting a little bit tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, she pouted.
Yeah. I'll just let her sleep. I'll take the kids and let her sleep.
Asher, the little one, always ends up like beating me up though while I'm sleeping.
I do it on purpose. I'll get him out of bed, change his diaper, and I'm like, and I'll be sitting there hanging out, and I'll be like, don't hit mommy. Don't hit mommy.
He like grabs the remote and he's like, whack.
That's funny.
Yeah, shoot, the other morning he hit me right in the eye with a PlayStation controller.
Ooh.
Like dead under the eyeball, and I was like, oh man, dude.
Did you see stars?
Yeah, just for a second. But yeah, thank you guys so much for coming on and going live with us. I really appreciate it. We'll have to do it again sometime.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys. You guys, everybody in the chat, thank you so much for joining, and we really appreciate it. And enjoy your weekend.
You too.
All right, man. Thank you, buddy.
All right. Bye.
Bye.